SuperDish! Okay, peoples. I've just dropped this one up here. This is just a temporary support I've put in because it was so long when I went to lift one end it just sort of twisted a little bit in the middle. So instead of wreck it, put a temporary support in. This gives you an idea of the size of the SuperDish. See here, that bit up there, I'll get a clamp and point to the top of it here. That is the highest point. And we've got about 30 mil, in other words about 1 inch and 3/8 to get it out the door. Lucky I didn't go any higher, to be honest. But this is just a temporary support here, and basically your curvature is going to go from that point I just pointed to, probably down to about here. And then the other end of the curvature goes to there. There. Yeah, no joke, you're sort of big, eh? I don't like doing anything by halves, so here's the other beams. Get a bit of a better look at these ones. These are your points up there. You'll notice they're sort of wedge shaped and whatnot. Yeah, they're the ones that sort of all come together and join together, but that's your bits that actually stand up. You notice they're all looking a bit up and down. That's because, well, basically that's overhanging a little bit like that. I just thought I'd show you that because someone said the other video wasn't really very good quality. I'm going to need to get some more of that board too, like I was saying. Sort of been bumbling around most of the day, but that's what you do on a Sunday often enough. But I'm going to try and put some of these together tonight to be able to get a bit of a better idea. But I might only be able to have enough space to build one half and then have to, I don't know how, move it outside and then, you know, build the second half. And of course one half will go in here and then the other half will go on the opposite side to create basically a full circle of those pieces there. So there you go. Alrighty. Well, she's coming together. This is all just propped at the moment, but I'm not too far off putting in some, basically some supports that go between these. I didn't quite get this right at all, and you may say, oh, it's all incorrect and whatnot and you're going to lose your focal point. Well, it is a spherical dish, not a parabolic dish, so you're not going to get a perfect focal point anyway. But having said that, I realised in part that I have to have the inside of this 2.5 metres tall, and that's all I was thinking of. So 0.1 of a metre equals 4 inches. This is 4 inches thick, so I made sure that the uprights were 2.6 metres, so that'd be 2.5 metres internally from here, and then stupidly cut these at 2.5 instead of 2.6, regardless of the fact that they're at the back of that. Now that is actually the easiest and most secure way to do it quickly without using gang nails and stupid things like that. And yeah, so it's not quite spot on anyway, either way. And you may say, oh, well, your focal point will be out. Yes, it's going to be out a bit regardless because of the fact it's spherical, not parabolic. But this is what's going to be holding the reflective material, and this has got to be cut in appropriate circles. Now I have equipment and methods that allow me to make a 200 metre or 1/8 of a mile diameter dish if need be. I've got that equipment already, you know, and that's my little secret about how all that happens and how it works. And but anyways, I need to cut this out correctly, and I can get a perfect circle with probably 3 pieces of this, and then basically that will mount down at the bottom somewhere, and wherever it ends up meeting up here, that's where it gets screwed in. And then even once it's screwed on the structure, I can still, using some other equipment, check that it's perfectly the right shape. You know, so at the end of the day, we're going to be pretty well right anyway, because this framing is just basically holding this, but just so long as this is correct, then we're going to be right regardless. So yeah, I've got to put a few little beams to join these together. I don't know, I might have ones that I even join to there and just have those so they can be screwed in and screwed out on the main piece here. But yeah, and I'll probably, wouldn't be a stupid idea to put some more at a higher point, probably up about here somewhere, you know, a foot or so from the top, and join them once again, yeah, to give it a bit more structure. But it's coming together, and when you look at the size of it, it's unbelievable. I'll give you a shot of me walking around inside it. But you see, there's your centre point down here, right here. And here's your outermost extremities here. And this is at the back end of it here. And this is at the front end of it here. So, yeah. I think it's going to be more than one person's job to try and get this turkey out. Alrighty, I've gone and stuck these ones down the bottom here. I've decided to screw them in, so I'm not going to bother nail gunning them. Yeah, that's your other beam there, which is measured exactly to fit from this edge here to that edge there, and that's going to sort of also sit pretty much like that anyway, hence the cut on the end, and so on and so forth. I've got the top one there for this, but I ran out of wood to do the bottom one, but these will sort of sit about up here somewhere, all depends, but yeah, she's a circus of wood, but she's coming together.